Okay. Daily IQ test. Please analyze this chart and give us the answer. So what is your answer over here? What is your answer over here? What is our answer over here? Guys, can anyone see any particular trend? We have cherry, apple, banana, then bell pepper. Then we have on the second row, sorry, the second column, we have those berries, then pear, then I think guava and strawberry. Yes. And then on the third one, we see banana, bell pepper, cherry, and apple. Then on the last row, we see lemon, strawberry, berries, and question mark. So what is the answer for the question mark? What do you think is going to be there? Is it A? Is it B? Is it C? Is it D? E, F, G, or H? A is for bell pepper. B is for apple. C is for strawberry. And D is for banana. E is for the pear. F is for the berries, the blueberries. G is for, I don't know what that is, guava or something. And then H is for the raspberries or the cherries. All right, so what is our answer? So if you look at it diagonally, from the berries at the top, diagonally from left to right. So you see cherry at the top, followed by pear, which is yellow, followed by another cherry, then followed by what? That is the clue over there. So it's diagonally. So for me, my answer here is, I believe, is E. Guys, what do you think? Are you also getting E as your answer? Okay, I believe you can see the trend. You can see the cherry, then the pear, cherry, then pear. Okay, so diagonally from the left to the right, diagonally. So yes, so the cherry here will be the answer for us. Are we okay? All right, so let's move on to the next one. All right, so let's have a look at this one. So what is your answer? What is our answer over here? What is our answer? Who can see the pattern and give us the answer? Who can see the pattern and give us the answer? Test your IQ. How smart are you? So for those of us who are watching, just give it a guess in the live chat. No need to be afraid. You could get the answer right. So here we have 4 options, option A, B, and C, and with D. So you have at least 25% chance of getting it right. So will you go for option A or options B or C or D? Now from the diagram, from what we can see that we only have cross and circles across all of them. So it tells me that option A and option C are not correct, okay, because they don't follow the pattern. So my answer is between option B and then option D. Now between B and D, let's analyze it and see which one is the answer. So who can guess the answer? So I will answer my answer here. I think my answer is option B. Are you okay? I think my answer is option B. All right, very good. All right, so let's move on to the next one. If you have a different answer, let me know. We will look at all of them together. So this is the next question that I have. What is my answer? What is your answer? So we can see a pattern here. We have a beach volleyball, a snowman, a compass, and a map. Then we have a, snow falling on a tree. We have a campsite. We have an island. We have a skiing. And then we have some umbrella on the beach. Okay. So what is missing? What is missing? Is it A, the rocket, or B, your degree or your books, C, a man behind a laptop, or D, a campfire? What is missing in this picture? What is missing in this picture? Anyone with the answer? All right. So over here, for me, all I can see is that it is snowing. Okay. The person is probably lost on an island. He has a map. Okay. Or he's having fun on an island. He's on vacation. He has a mask. He's on a beach. He has a camp. And so the only thing that is left is some fire. Are we okay? So my answer here is option D. My answer here is option D. All right, my answer here is option D. So let's proceed to look at the next IQ test question. All right, so this is the next one that I have. Who can give me the answer? What is the answer over here? Who can guess the answer? Anyone who can guess the answer? So from here, I can see some patterns. Okay, so diagonally, I see a blue vase with gold and brown color diagonally. Then I see a purple vase with a purple flower. Then the last row is empty. So what do we have? All right, so over here, I think my answer is B. I think my answer is B. Guys, if you have any other answer or you think it's not right, let me know in the live chat. Okay? Don't just be watching. You are too beautiful and you are too handsome to just be watching without interacting with me. Don't do that. All right, let's have a look at the next question. Okay, this one, I am waiting for someone to give the answer. I'm waiting for someone to give the answer. Find the trend. So is it option A, which is the duck, option B, the hippopotamus, option C, the alligator or crocodile, then option D, the fish, the koi fish. Guys, anyone who can guess the answer? Is it a koi fish? Is it alligator? Is it a hippopotamus? Or is it a duck? IQ test. Guys, who has the answer over here? Okay, so the answer here, anyone with the answer? What do you think? Anyone with the answer? So if I look at it diagonally, I can see an animal that flies in the sky, then followed by the fox, an animal that runs on the land. So the last one has to be an animal that lives in the water. Are we okay? So if we look at it, what do you think it has to be? Is it a duck? Is it a hippopotamus? Is it alligator? Or is it a koi fish? The duck, even though it lives in water, it's on the surface and doesn't live there for long. The hippopotamus as well, it's both terrestrial and aquatic. The alligator too. So the koi fish is the only animal that stays in water 24/7. So I'm giving the answer to it. So the answer is option D. For this particular one, it's option D, which is the koi fish. Okay. So let's proceed to look at the next one. Please rack your brains and tell me what you think the answers are. So let's have a look at this one. What is your answer? So which pattern can you see and what is your answer? Which pattern can you see and what is your answer? Is your answer A, hamburger, B, corn, C, jackfruit, or D, candy? What is your answer? Guys, who think it is a hamburger? Who thinks it is a corn? Who thinks it's a jackfruit? And who thinks it is candy? Guys, who has an answer for me? Who has an answer for me? All right. So I think the answer here, is A, the hamburger. Okay. So let's move on to the next one. Okay. This one is very interesting. What do you think is the answer over here? What do you think is the answer over here? Who thinks the answer is the big watermelon? A. Who thinks the answer is the small garden egg? Option B. Who thinks the answer is option C, the small watermelon? And who thinks the answer is D, the big carrot? Now, if we look through the thing, you realize that we have the carrot appearing 3 times. So we have the big carrot, the medium carrot, and then the small carrot. Are you okay? Now, if you look at it, you see that the garden eggs appear 3 times. The big garden egg, the small garden egg, the medium garden egg, and then the smallest garden egg. So the one that is left is with the watermelon. The watermelon, we have the big watermelon, we have the medium watermelon, but we don't have the small watermelon. So you can already guess the answer. Like I said, we have the biggest carrot, we have the medium carrot, then we have the smallest carrot. We can see it in the frames. Then we move on to the garden eggs. We have 3. We have the biggest one, the middle one, and then the smallest one. Then we look at watermelon, we see that we only have 2. So it means it also has to be 3 since they are all following a pattern. Then the watermelon too, we saw the big one, we can see the medium one. So obviously the answer here is the smallest one. So the answer here is C. The answer is C, the small watermelon. Are we okay? All right, very good. So let's proceed to look at the next one. So let's analyze this. What do you think is your answer? Now, if you analyze this chart, you can see that first of all, the red colors are appearing 3 times. So you have the red circle, the red triangle, and then the red square. The red is appearing 3 times. Now, if you look at the blue one, the blue is also appearing 3 times. The blue circle, the blue square, the blue triangle. So which means red and blue are automatically out. Then it comes or is left with the green. So between the green, which is option A, and option D, which one is the answer? We have the green triangle, the green square. So what is the answer now? Guys, I believe we can see the trend. This one is dealing with colors. Are we okay? So we have 3 red colors. We have the red in circle, the red in triangle, and then the red in square. So the red is out of it automatically. Then we come to the blue. The blue is also 3. The blue triangle, the blue square, and then the blue circle. That one is also out. So if we look to, it's only green that is not up to. So our answer is between A and D. Now between the A and D, we can see that in the chart, we have green triangle and then green square. So between the green triangle in the answer and then the circle green, which one is the answer? Guys, someone should comment the answer. I've given the answer already. Please leave the answer in the live chat. You are too beautiful to be watching without interacting with me, and you are too handsome to not challenge yourself. So guys, let's challenge ourselves. I've already given the answer. What is the answer? Leave it in the live chat. So this one is the colors. You have 3 red colors, 3 blue. Now you should have 3 green as well. So what is your answer over here? So the answer here is option D. Okay. The answer here is D, which is the green circle. The green circle. Okay. So let's move on. So the answer we are saying over here is the green circle. So let's move on to the next one. Please, if you know the answer, leave it in the live chat. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. All right, so we have another IQ test question over here. What do you think is the answer? What pattern can you see? What is the answer? What pattern can you see? To all the beautiful ladies who are watching, please give me your answer. And to all the handsome gentlemen watching, you are a man. You can do it. I believe you. All right, so let's analyze the pattern. What do we think? What do you have in mind? So, guys, what do you think is the answer over here? Now, this one, there's a clear pattern. You see that that gold color or the yellow color is just in the middle. So the focus is not there. But if we look at the first row, we have 3 blue. The second one, 3 blue, 3 blue at the top. Okay. We have 3 blue, 3 blue, 3 blue. And if you look at how they are rotating, it seems like they are rotating clockwise. Okay, they are rotating clockwise. Now, if you come to the second row, you can see that it is still rotating clockwise. So it is on the left and right. It moved to the top and bottom, and it's now still on left and right. So when we come to the last row, we know that the blue color here is supposed to be 1 because it has decreased from 3 to 2 to 1. Now the blue was on the left, then it moved to the top. Now where should it move to next? Is it option A, which is on the right, option B, which has no blue at all, option C, which has 2 right and bottom, or option D, the blue in the middle? So which one is your answer? This one, the answer is showing. It's self-explanatory. We can see it. So what is your answer? Okay, so if you look at the top, we have the blues at 3 3 3 each. So we can see that pattern here. And when we come to the second row, you can see they are 2 2 2 each. So we have 2 2 2 each. And when we come to the last one, we know they are going to be 1 1 1 each. So if I look at option B is automatically out because there's no blue inside. Option C is also automatically out because it has 2 blue inside. The answer we are looking for should have only 1 blue. And then option D has the blue in the middle. No, that is not the pattern we are seeing so far. So option D is also out. So over here, the correct answer that I can think of is option A, no matter what. So the answer is option A. All right, amazing, amazing. Guys, I'm sure you are enjoying the session. Let's not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. All right, so let's have a look at the next question. What do you think is the answer here? Is it option A, option B, or option C? So guys, what is our answer over here? Has anyone figured out the pattern? Who has figured out the pattern? So what I can see here is that if you look at it vertically from top to bottom, on the left, you have the dot in the middle. Okay, Shukla is saying A. Amazing. Yes, so like I was explaining, Shukla is saying A, yes. Shukla, I also have A as my answer because the dot is in the middle, then it moves to the top, then it comes to the bottom. If you come to the second row vertically too, it is to the left, which is in the middle, top, and bottom. So the last one, it will be middle, we have bottom, then the next one will be the top automatically. Are we okay? So yes, the correct answer here is A. A is the correct answer. Very good, Shukla. Thank you so much. All right, so let's have a look at the next question. Let's have a look at the next question. Okay. So this is the next pattern that we have. What is our answer? All right, you are saying B. Okay. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else? Try to follow how the blue is expanding. Okay, so at the top, horizontally, it is 1 to 2 to 3. Then the middle, horizontally, it is 2 to 3 to 4. And it's covering the bottom. So this one, look at it very well. All right, awesome. Shukla, yes, the correct answer is B. I also have B here as my answer. So B is the answer. All right, amazing, amazing. So let's proceed with the next one. So what is our answer over here? Okay, Shukla is saying C. All right, anyone else? Anyone else? Shukla, you're amazing. What is your IQ? Shukla, you're amazing. What is your IQ value? Right, so I'm also getting C. So if you look at it diagonally, okay, from left to right, diagonally, you can see that the orange color is on the left. So the options that have the orange color at the left, C and D, are our possible options, right? But if you look at it, it is the same pattern, orange and yellow, orange and yellow. So the last one will be orange and yellow. So the answer is C. Oh, okay. Shukla, you're amazing. You are good. You have a high IQ value. All right. Very good. So let's proceed to the next one. Let's proceed to the next one. For those of us who are watching and you're not engaging with me, you are not being cool at all. That is very uncool of you. So yes, what do you think is the answer over here? So is it A, B, or C? Now this match is very easy. This one is also very easy. Okay, Shukla is saying C. Who else has a different answer? I agree. I agree. So it is C. Because if you look at it, still diagonally, where the yellow fish is. So you have the yellow fish with a blue tail, the yellow fish with a yellow tail. So the last one will be the yellow fish with a red tail. Are you okay? So yes, the correct answer here is C. Okay, so Shukla, you are 100% right. All right, let's move on to the next one. So this is the next one. What are we having? So what do we have? So who can see a pattern? There is a pattern here. Who can see the pattern? All right, Shukla is saying A. Okay. Anyone else can see another pattern? So still, if you look at it diagonally, you have a red pot with a, let me say, a blue flower. Then on the second one, you have a red pot with a yellow flower. Are you okay? And there are only 3 colors. So it means the last one has to be a red pot with a red flower. Are you okay? And if you look at the shapes of the pot, it is the rounded bottom one. Okay? So the option E and C are automatically out. Okay? Yes, option B and C are automatically out. So you have the rounded bottom vase with the flower inside, which is supposed to be red. Yeah, so the correct answer here is A. A is the correct answer. Very good. Okay, let's look at the next question. Let's look at the next question. Okay, Shukla is saying A. I agree. 100% it is A. Are we okay? All right. Anyone else? Anyone else with a different view or a different answer? So what do you think is the answer over here? This one, even if you don't see the pattern, look at the color of the blue. That is not blue, but look at the color of the blue shapes. Just use that as your answer. It's 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 all across. So the answer should, the final one should also have 2. There's no reason for it to be different. Yes, yes. So yes, the correct answer here is B. So B is the correct answer. All right, so let's have a look at the next one. So what is our answer? All right, Shukla has F and it's true. So look at it. The first one has 1 stick, but it is rotating clockwise. The second one has 2 and it is also rotating clockwise. So the third one will also rotate clockwise. And the final answer will be F. So F is the correct answer. Awesome. Awesome. So let's look at the next one. So what do we have here as the answer? Okay, Shukla is saying F. Who else has a different answer? Or we all have what Shukla has? Okay, so Shukla, you're 100% right. It is F. Are you okay? It is F. So your F is the correct answer. All right. So let's have a look at the next one. So this is the next one. So what do you have? Okay, so Shukla has F. Yes, because if you look at it diagonally, you have a triangle with a circle inside. Then you have a square with a circle inside. So obviously the last one will be a circle with a circle inside because we have three shapes: triangle, circle, and square. So when we have a triangle with a circle inside, a rectangle, a square with a circle inside, the last one will be a circle with a circle inside. So yes, the correct answer here is F. All right. So let's have a look at the next one. Let's move on. All right. Guys and viewers, don't forget to like the stream and subscribe to the channel. We need to grow faster. We need to grow fast. We need to grow fast so that we can do much more entertaining live streams. We need to grow. Guys, the channel needs to grow so that we can have much more fun doing the stream. Trust me, there are more amazing live streams that are going to come, IQ test questions, and many other things. Right, so let's help the channel grow and then we'll get there. So what do you see as your pattern over here? Okay, you have D. Okay, anyone else with a different answer? So if you look at this horizontally, you look at the black dot is on the left, the second one is on the right, so the final one is on the left and right. If you look at the second row, it is on the bottom, then the top, so the last one it is bottom top. Now, if you look at the last one, it is on the left and bottom, then the next one it is on the top and then the right. So if you combine the two of them, it will give you option D, full black. All right, so D is the answer. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, Shukla is saying you can see the pattern vertically as well. All right, I appreciate that. So this is the next one. Okay, so Shukla, how are you seeing the pattern? Yes, it is A. I agree. I also have A. How are you seeing the pattern? I am seeing the black shapes adding up to give you the last one. So horizontally, that is. So the black shape will add up to give you the last one. So the final one, yes, the final one is going to be A. All right, you are great. You are great. The emerging shape 1 and 2. I agree. I agree. All right, so let's have a look at the next one. So what can we see? Yeah, option D, I agree. But because we can see the black diamond, okay, figure, we can see the big one, 3 of them. We can see the medium one. The smallest one is 3. So it means the medium one should also be 3. And among the possible options, it is not a square, it is tilted a little bit to give you as the diamond shape. So option D is the answer. Okay, very good. Very good. So let's proceed to look at the next one. All right, Shukla, this is the next one that we have. All right, so Shukla, what do you have? Shukla, what do you have for the lemon? What do you have for the watermelon? What do you have for the mushroom? And what do you have for the garden egg? Because my answer is not 0 here. So let's break it down. What do you have for the lemon? So the lemon is 16, okay. The watermelon is 8, okay. The mushroom, no, the mushroom and then the lemon are the same. So it's supposed to be 16. Yes. The mushroom is 16. So it is 16 minus 8 plus 16 plus 0. Yes. So relook at it again. No, please look at it again. It is 16 for the lemon minus 8 for the watermelon plus 16 for the mushroom plus 0 for the garden egg. So Shukla, calm down, you get it. It is 16 minus 8 plus 16 plus 0. So the answer cannot be negative. There are too much positive in there. We have 2 positive 16, so that will be 32 minus 8. So 32 minus 8 cannot give us negative 8. So Shukla, what do you have? Look at it again. Yes, so you are supposed to get, give me your final answer. Yes, so you need to add first and then subtract. Yes, I agree. Okay, so if I add 16 plus 16, that will give me what? 16 plus 16 is 32. So what is 32 minus 8? You add first before you subtract. So you get 32 minus 8. So your answer is supposed to be 24. So you have 16 plus 16 plus 0, which still give you 32. Then minus 8. No, 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 no. Shukla, you are getting it wrong. Even though it is board mass, the negative is not affecting the lemon. Mm-mm. You are subtracting the watermelon from the lemon. Yes, I agree. But you are subtracting the watermelon from the lemon. So the negative is affecting the watermelon. The negative is affecting the watermelon. Look at it very well. The negative is affecting the watermelon. The negative is affecting the watermelon. Yes. The negative is affecting the watermelon, not the lemon. So it is going to be the lemon, which is 18, which is 16, plus the mushroom, which is also 16. That will give us 32. Then minus the watermelon. Are you okay? Yes. So the final answer is supposed to be 24. So your answer is supposed to be 24. Shukla, I hope we are on the same page. Okay, very good. Now let's move on to the next one. Okay. So what do you think you will get as your answer for me over here? Okay, Shukla, you are getting E. I agree. It is E. So yes, it is E. Very good. Let's move on to the next one. So what do you have for me? This is not that easy, eh? But Shukla, we agree that option A and option C are not the answers. Option A and option C are not the answers because they have three signs in them. So they are out. So the answer is between B and D. So between B and D, no, what is the answer? Yes, so what is the answer? What are you getting? Shukla, no, I am having B here as the answer. Even I am finding it difficult to see the pattern, but the answer here is B. The answer here is B. Even I am finding it difficult to see the pattern actually, but the answer here is B. All right, so check again. Check again. So have you seen it? Yeah, me neither. Can't see the pattern either. So let's just forget it and move on to the next one. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. The next one, we can see the pattern. So what do you have for this one? Yes, it is D. It is D. I agree. Yes, the answer is D over here. So D is your answer. Very good. Very good. All right, so let's move on to the next one. So what do you get as your answer here? Are you sure? Why are you saying C? Because if you look at all the flowers, okay, there is no yellow flower with green leaves. There is no yellow flower with green leaves. Look at it. So if you look at the first one, we have the yellow flower, yellow and brown flower. Then we have the blue flower and then the green leaf. Then purple flower, green leaf. That is the pattern. So the final answer, option C, yellow flower and then green leaf, is out automatically. That one is out. And then option D, which is brown big flower and then yellow small flower, is also out. Those two are out. C and D are out because they don't look anything like the colors in the flowers in the previous one. So the answer is between A and B because the flowers, we can see it over there. Are you getting the pattern? Look at the color of the flowers in the flower in the chart. Option C is automatically out. It's out. So if I look at it, the answer is between option A and B. Now between A and B, let's look at the color of their liquid. If we look through all of them, the color of the liquid in the chart, I can see blue, I can see orange, I can see blue, I can see purple. Are you okay? But there is no yellow. There's no yellow color in the chart so far as the color of the vase. So option B is the only one left. It has the purple color as the vase, which you can see in the last column, and then it has the yellow flower and then the brown flower. So me, I am going for option B, and the answer I also have over here is B. So the answer here is B. Shukla, I hope you get it. Do you get it? Okay. So let's move on to the next one. So what is our answer here? Guys, what is our answer? All right. So over here, if I look at it diagonally, I see an animal that flies in the sky, which is the bird. Then the fox, an animal that runs on the land. So just on land, purely on land. So therefore, the last one should be an animal that lives in water. If you look at the possible options, all of them live in water, but duck does not sleep in water. Hippopotamus is both. A duck is both, water and land, aquatic and terrestrial. Hippopotamus is also the same. It lives on land and water as well. The crocodile also does the same thing. So it is the fish that is constantly in the water. So the answer here is D. The answer here is D. All right, let's proceed to look at the next one. Okay, So guys, what is the answer over here? What is our answer over here? Who can give us the answer for the yellow circle, the red triangle, and then the blue square add up together? What is your answer? So who has the answer over here? So what are you getting for the red triangle? What are you getting for the red triangle? So the red triangle over here is 8. So the red triangle is 8. Okay. So when the red triangle is 8, what are we getting for the blue square? What do you have for the blue square? The blue square, what do we have? All right, I am getting 4 for the blue square. So the blue square is 4. The blue square is 4. All right, so what are we getting for the orange, the yellow circle? The yellow circle, what are we getting? The yellow circle, what are we getting? The yellow circle, what are we getting? So I am getting 2 for the yellow circle. So the yellow circle is 2. So guys, if we add all these together, what are we getting as our answer? So you have 8 for the red triangle, 4 for the blue square, then yellow for the 2 for the yellow circle. So if we add all together, what are we getting? So 2 plus 8 will give us 10, plus 4, and that will give us 14. So my answer here is 14. Okay, so that is my answer for this particular one. Let's move on to the next one. What do you have for me? So what is the answer for the apple? What are you getting for the apple? What are you getting for the banana? What are you getting for the cherry? Then what is your final answer? Who has the answer for the apple? Who has the answer for the apple? Okay, so from here the apple is 6. So the apple, the red apple is 6. The red apple is 6. Very good. Then what of the banana? What are you getting for the banana? Guys, what do we have for the banana? So the banana, if you look at it, the apple is 6. So the banana, if you look at it, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, and then a bundle of 4, 4 each. So if we subtract the 6 from the 14, we'll get 8. So which means the bundle of banana is 4, but one individually is 1. So the banana is 1. Banana is 1. Okay, so what of the cherry? What are you getting for the cherry? What are we getting for the cherry? So the banana 1 is 1. But if you look at the bundle is 4. So 4 minus what will give you 2. Okay, so it means from here the cherry is 2. The cherry here is 3. Okay, because the banana, the bundle is, so this is 4 over here minus 2. So the cherry here is 2. So the cherry is 2. All right. So when we add all together, what are we getting? We have cherry, which is 2, plus banana apple, which is 6. That will give us 8, plus 3 apples. Sorry, 3 banana. 1 banana is 1. So that will be 8 plus 3. So the answer over here will be 11. The answer over here is 11. All right, guys, let's proceed to the next one. So what do you have for this one? What are we getting as the answer over here? What are we getting? Okay, so for the flower, I am getting 6. For the flower, I'm getting 6. For the apple, I'm getting 3. Okay. And then for the chrysalis, or the small caterpillar over there, I am getting 8. Are we also getting the same thing? Guys, are we getting the same thing? So for the flower, I am getting 6. And then for the apple, I am getting 3. The apple is 3 each, so the 2 over there is 6, plus the 6, which is the flower, that will give us 12. So the apple is 3. The apple is 3. So because the apple is 3, the last one, which is the larvae over there, it has the larvae plus itself minus itself is equal to 8. So the second one and then the third one will cancel each other out, since one is plus, one is minus. So 1 is 8. So the larvae is 8. So when you have the flower plus the larvae multiplied by an apple, what do you get? So we have 6 plus 8 times 3. 6 plus 8 times 3. Okay, so the final answer here is 30. So the 8 times 3 will give us 24 plus 6, and that will give us 30 as our answer. All right. So guys, thank you so much for joining. I really enjoyed the session. And we'll continue in the evening at 9 p.m. GMT. So I look forward to seeing each and every one of you. But this time around, let's engage with me and then let's solve the IQ test questions together. All right. So guys, have a wonderful morning and have a productive day. Bye-bye.